An alternative method to using WordPress to design your site is to use free website templates. You can find these all over the internet. I will point you at a site called oswd.org. So all you have to do is go find a template you like in here, and there are hundreds and hundreds of them in here. You can search through the designs, or you can look at their favorite designs first and see if you can find one you like. They have all different types of things. I have 2-column, 3-column, 1-column, Flash, etc. So all you have to do is go find a design you like. Okay, I'm just going to grab one, and then we'll just go and work with that one for a little bit. This is going to be kind of a quick demo just to show you the basics, because you've already created all the headers and everything else. So basically you're just going to be adding anything onto this site instead of into WordPress. Now I do consider this a second best method. I would suggest that you go with WordPress. Okay, so I'm just going to download any old template here. It doesn't really matter for demonstration purposes. So let's just go and have a look at this one. Okay, so this is what the template looks like. All you got to do is download it. And again, you can just download it to a folder that you've created. Okay, this time there's going to be no databases involved or anything like that. You're just going to use the template. So here it is here, dreamy.zip. So all we have to do is extract it. Okay, so here's our Dreamy folder. And within here, you have your index page, you have a style sheet, images, and we have something here called assets. These assets are files that you can modify using a program that you can modify images with, such as Photoshop. Okay, so you can modify those if you know how to do that. So what you're going to need now is a web editor, and I already gave you a link to Composer in the resources document, and you saw a brief introduction of how it works. So let's open up Composer. Then all we have to do is open up the page. Just click open and then select it from your folder that you have it in. Okay, so you select index, and it brings it in here for you. Okay, so all you have to do, again, is if you want to modify the image or put a new image up here, you're going to replace this image. Okay, so you'll see that in here we have links, and we have links down here. So if we were going to follow the same layout of the site we just created using WordPress, we could put here introduction to our staff, so we'd change the name of that link, and then we'd change the links under that, and then we'd have a link to the contact us information or make an appointment. We'd paste the map code in here just like we did before. The only thing you're going to have to do different now is every time you want a new page, you're going to have to create a page. So what you're going to want to do before you even start editing this is make a copy of it. Just copy and paste. This is an unspoiled copy, so now if you want to make a, say, the contact us page, let's copy it again and paste it, and then we'll rename it, and then we'll call it contact. Okay, so now we have contact HTML, index HTML, that's your home page. So when we go back to our editor now, and we want to make this contact us, okay, what we'll do is we'll click on that, and then we'll click on link, and in here we're going to put contact.html. Okay, so it's relative to page location, already knows that, and whether you want it to be opened in a new window or not. If you leave it blank, it'll open in the same window. Okay, so you've now created a link to the contact page. So we should open the contact page now, and you notice it opens in another window. Okay, and then maybe here you want to put home. See, this is a little more intensive to do than you have to do it in WordPress. WordPress handles all this for you. So now home, we want to point back at index.html. Okay, so now when we click on this, it'll lead back. Now the other thing you're going to need to do is go into Format and Page Title, and then you're going to want to change the title in here. So we might put Canyon Dental. Contact us, or make an appointment, whatever you want there. And you see that it changes up here. And then we're going to want to do the same thing here. Okay, so you continue like that. Every time you make a new page, you're going to have to go back to the folder that Dreamy is in, take the copy and copy it to a new name, like we did with contact. Say you want to meet our staff, so you'd copy it to meet our staff, and then you'd put all the links on all the pages that lead back to all the other pages. So you have to have the same links in all the pages. That way, it's easy to navigate. So every time you need a new page, you're going to have to create a new page. It doesn't do it by itself. Then, of course, you just change the content in here. Okay, let's save both of these pages. We'll save this one. We'll save this one. Now let's open them in our web browser. So let's open Index. Okay, and then if we click Contact Us. Okay, this is now the Contact Us page. As you can see, because it says Home up here, click on Home. It goes back to the home page, which looks the same, but you'll see it as Contact Us here. So that's how you get your navigation to work. You just change the contents on here, and then that's really it. You upload the site to your domain or subdomain, your directory, just like we did before using FileZilla. You just create a directory for it, put it in there, and then you proceed exactly the same. When you get to your reseller account, you'll just upload it there. Since you're not putting absolute pasta links with the domain name, these links know that they're relative to the web page, so wherever you upload it, it's going to work. Okay, so that's an alternative method to WordPress. You now know how to create a website using WordPress or using website templates, and how to market them to the offline market. That concludes the video series.